What's good, bro? This is Jin with SeductionUnleashed.com, help you release your best with women and beyond. And today we're talking about how to get over being shy around women within 2 minutes. Look here, man, the unfortunate reality is if you've ever been in this situation where you've been nervous as shit, which is basically 99.9% of the human population, you will immediately notice that the first thing that happens to you is that your body locks the fuck up. You're sitting there, you're standing there. That's where terms like wallflower came from. I mean, you're literally on the fucking wall like a flower. You're hugging this shit. You a wall hugger. I mean, you look like fucking Solid Snake sneaking around in Metal Gear and shit because you're there, except instead of snapping motherfuckers' necks, you're over here just bitching out. Bitching out from socializing, bitching out from talking to bitches, and especially bitching out from talking to beautiful bitches. For example, I know motherfuckers where as soon as they're around average girls or chubby girls or girls that are okay cute, they're like fucking studs. I mean, you can't stop them. Their confidence, their way to just relax and be themselves is unparalleled. But suddenly, when a really hot chick walks in the room, when a really bad, beautiful bitch walks in the room, where that dude just feels like she's not quite in his league, in his mind, suddenly that dude changes. I mean, his behavior, you can see it. I mean, we've all seen this situation. You know, a guy, he's cool, he's chilling. As soon as a beautiful bitch walks in the room, now he's different. He's nervous. He's either being too much of him, he's either trying too hard, acting extra, or he just starts to slowly lock up. And I mean, we've seen it, and it's all happened to us. Let's just be honest. The first thing right off the bat that I would immediately do is change my physical state, because the first thing you'll notice is if you're nervous, the first thing you're gonna do is say to yourself, yo man, get your shit together. Why are you nervous? Chill out. Stop being nervous. Break out of it. What the fuck? Go approach her. Go say something. Say something stupid. What the you're going crazy. You're sitting there wanting to do something, but your body is telling you another thing. I mean, it's quite honestly, it's torture. It's mental torture, because logically as a human, you know, if I go to her, she rejects me, you know, life moves on. Nothing's gonna happen to me. But mentally, emotionally, you know, physically, your body reacting, it's not telling you that. Your body's releasing adrenaline, and instead of using this adrenaline for a positive thing, you're using this adrenaline to further just cement the fact that you are nervous as shit. So the first thing off the bat is to change your physical state. And the first thing I would do off the bat is just take a deep breath. I mean, this applies to everything. If someone's about to go out to their first fight, what are they gonna do? Take a deep breath, shadow box a bit, you know, you relax, you try to stay poised. I used to play Smash Bros all the time. I played this shit really competitively. I played Fox, and I was that beast-ass Asian motherfucker who was beating motherfuckers' asses with Fox. And one thing that I did after a while was, when I really started getting good, I told myself, in order for me to really beat like good players' asses, I have to remain completely calm. Like when a lot of times, like when you see guys play video games, you lose, especially fighting games, motherfuckers get angry. I mean, and when you get angry, you can't play angry. You have to change your physical state. I knew if I could just remain calm, if I could control my physical state better than the next guy, I had a really good chance of beating him. Because at the end of the day, the more patient you are, the more robotic you're gonna be, the more people are gonna start to get emotional, and they're gonna start to fuck up. Now, this is a little bit off topic, but the point of this is that in reality, the first thing I would do is to change my physical state, because that's what happens. Your physical state changes from being relaxed to feeling locked the fuck up. The first thing you need to do is just mentally address it, and mentally address the fact that I am going to physically change my state right now by just calmly taking a deep breath. See, I'm kind of relaxed right now too. Like a second ago, I was talking really fast, and now I'm just kind of here in front of this camera. And you know, hey, my cat's rolling a ball right now. He's making a lot of fucking noise. It's kind of annoying. I'm about to... This fucking cat. By the way, bro, if it's your first time here and you're interested in dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by hitting that subscribe and bell notification button so you can join that Unleashed notification gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. So with that being said, bro, let's get back to the video. The second thing to do is to smile and acknowledge your true feelings. Listen here, man, the times where we get the most nervous is when we're trying to put up an act. That's why we get so nervous. For example, if I go up here in camera, the first couple of times I went on this camera, I felt nervous. Now, obviously, I just went on camera for the first fucking time. I'm not gonna feel natural. But a big part of the reason was because in my mind, I'm like, man, I need to put on a good performance. So I need to make a good video. The focus was more on making a good video rather than focusing on the topic at hand, and in a way that made me nervous, because it's like I'm not just being me on camera, but I'm being this presenter, I'm being a teacher and myself. So it's like I'm not quite 100% being my true self and my true feelings 100%, because I'm still trying to break down how the fuck I'm gonna deliver certain things. Now I can come up here and I can be more relaxed, I could talk to you one-on-one, and it just sounds like, hey, talk to a random person right on the street, and I'm just like, hey bro, this is what you're gonna do, this is what's gonna happen. I mean, some people, they might hear it and feel like, I don't really like the way it sounds. Other people might hear it and be like, hey, you know what? Finally, a motherfucker's just talking to me straight up, and it's not some super duper technical fucking thing. Here's the thing. Think of it like this. If you were to go to prison, I think of it like this. If I was to go to prison, not to say that I want to go to prison or anything like this, a lot of us, we get nervous at the fucking thought. I mean, for obvious fucking reasons. But one of the things I thought about, I've always thought about this, because, you know, when you grow up in the hood, you just inevitably think about, like, what would I do if I got locked up? If I had to go to prison, what would I? And I realized that if I got locked up, I would not try to pretend to be a gangster. I feel like that shit would make me more nervous if I had to go in there and pretend like any moment, like, yeah, I'm a crazy motherfucker, don't fuck with me. Like, I know that could seem like the logical thing to do, but I feel like if I was in a situation where I had a fight, I would just look up and be like, listen, man, I'm not gonna pretend to be a tough guy or like I'm a banger. I'm just gonna go up and be like, listen, if we have to fight, that's what we have to do. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be a tough guy or put on a big fucking scene. I'm just gonna say, man, I'm a normal motherfucker. If a dude comes to me and it comes to that situation, hey, we gotta throw hands, we gotta throw hands. If I gotta stab a motherfucker, I gotta stab a motherfucker. But I'm not gonna come up here and try to put on an act. That's just not what I'm gonna do. The moment I started having those thoughts, it made me feel kind of calm, because the first thing you think of is, I'm gonna go to prison, everyone's gonna be looking at me, and I'm gonna feel the need to put on a front or to act some way to not get, you know, victimized. But if I just go in there like, you know what, I'm gonna be me. If something happens, then I'm just gonna handle it. Just the moment I thought that shit to myself, I was like, okay. Suddenly I feel a lot calmer. Not saying that I'm gonna enjoy prison or you know, that bad shit won't happen or couldn't happen or anything like that, but it definitely helped my mental state when I stayed true to my actual feelings. The fact that I'm not a super thug, so I'm not gonna pretend to be a super thug, but I will stand up for myself. Just by being honest and true to myself, it relaxes you. If you go on stage and you're nervous and you go to the crowd and you try to pretend like you're not nervous, they're gonna see through that shit. People are gonna see through that. People are not fucking stupid. They can tell if you're nervous. Just like right now, I'm sure you can tell to a certain degree, I'm fucking passionate. I'm not just sitting up here like, today I'm gonna show you the 3 ways to. I couldn't do that shit. Like when I got up to this YouTube shit, I had to make a big decision. I'm like, man, dude, I'm a Chinese Puerto Rican kid from the Bronx. You know, I grew up in the hood. My dialect isn't the same. I go on YouTube. Most people on YouTube are like, hey, what's up, guys? This is my YouTube. And everyone's like very just not from where I'm from. I don't see anybody from where I'm from. So I had to make the big decision. Do I go up here and say, today I will show you the technical way to attract women in a non-social environment, and just be straight up like that? In a way, speaking in a way that's not congruent to myself? Or am I gonna go up here and be like, hey, I'm gonna drop some motherfuckers, I'm gonna say shit, I'm gonna curse, I'm gonna say ain't sometimes, or fucking shit that someone else might hear and be like, hey, that's not proper English. I feel like, why is he talking like this? Why does he look like this and sound like this? I don't like this. But if I came up here and I spoke in a way that wasn't congruent to me, it would not only make me more nervous, but it would fucking steal the soul. It just takes the soul out of you. So when you're around beautiful women, bringing it back to the original point of beautiful women, if you're nervous, if I walk into a room, there's a bunch of beautiful women, and I've been in the house for 2 fucking weeks, I just been beating off, getting no bitches, got 18,000 tabs of Pornhub up. And then I go outside, I go to a party, there's a bunch of beautiful women. Guess what? I'm gonna be fucking nervous. I'm gonna have adrenaline. But what I do is I take that adrenaline, I smile, and I be congruent to myself. I say, hey, shit, I'm kind of nervous, yo. I haven't been in the house in a minute. I've been like in a fucking cave, practically autistic, beating off like a fucking madman. Now I'm here. There's all these beautiful bitches, man. Shit. Kind of nervous, but hey, I'm excited. Fuck it. I noticed homies where the homies of mine who got the most nervous were the dudes who were trying to protect their fucking ego. They weren't being congruent. We're outside, they're going up to a chick, they get rejected, or they don't want to go up to a chick because they don't want to get rejected in front of me. Or like maybe I'm in a situation where I'm with friends, I'm with a homie, some girls come around, I see he's kind of nervous, but he never wants to admit it to me. Not even his closest homies that he was nervous, which is annoying because it's like, dude, it's a bad bitch. It's only natural if you're nervous. I'm not gonna hold this shit against you, but yet he refuses to. Why? Because his ego is in the way, and ultimately he's not being congruent, and that just makes him even more nervous, because what it does is now he's stiffening up. Instead of just being like, oh shit, you guys are kind of pretty, you know, I'm a little nervous. If you joke around, you be congruent to yourself, they're probably gonna get such a good vibe from you that they're not even gonna believe you. They're probably gonna be like, you're just lying, you're not really nervous. And meanwhile, you're being fucking honest, and it takes a huge weight off your shoulders. I think that's also one of the things when you learn when you just get older. When you get older, you just become more into your own. You start to just become more authentic, and you start to realize that the more fake I am, the more I just don't admit some shit. It's like if you're about to get into a fight with a big motherfucker, you just be like, hey man, I'm about to get into a fight with a big motherfucker. It's kind of scary, but fuck it, I'ma fight the nigga. Like, hey, fuck it. That's way better than sitting there like, no, I ain't scared. Fuck that. I ain't scared. What the fuck is the point of that, really, man? At the end of the day, the moment because if you look around, just look at society, period. Most people, 99% of people are fucking fake as shit. 99.9% of people are fake as fuck. I mean, just look at any porn site. Look at all the categories. They're crazy as fuck, right? Yet you walk around and people are like, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Everyone's just like, hi. It's just like, how do you even tell what the fuck? The moment you can walk into a room and be the most honest person there, you liberate everyone else around you. And people, no matter how crazy it is, I don't even know. You could just say anything that most people feel like, oh my God, I don't want people to know about me. The moment you just say it and you stand on it, people will respect it. They'll be like, shit, they'll secretly be jealous because they'll be holding in their own skeletons, and they'll be like, man, I wish I had what that person had, to just not give a fuck. And honestly, that's the true key to not give a fuck and to not be nervous, is to just not change your physical state and acknowledge what state you're in and be congruent to it, admit it, and ultimately smile too, man. I don't know if you ever seen My Hero Academia. That's like a new anime out. It's pretty awesome, and typically, you know, it has its cheesy moments, but there's a main character, he's like the main superhero, and his big phrase is to always smile, even when things are really, really bad. And even though he plays the cheesy superhero, he's actually secretly, you know, fighting for his life. He's on the edge of his life. His body is taking a beating, and the fact that he always says like to smile in the face of danger. It sounds corny at first, but throughout the series, as you start to hear it more and more, it starts to resonate. And before I know it, I'm like, man, you know, that actually means a lot, because it means a lot more than you even realize. Because at the end of the day, it's hard to grit your way through something. If you feel nervous, you feel angry, you feel sad, it's hard to just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like grit my way through that shit. It's very difficult. When you can smile in the face of anything, I feel like that's the greatest strength you can have. Because think about it, if you can smile in the face of death, what can you not fucking beat? It's not about looking at death in the face or looking at that beautiful woman in the face and being like, I don't mean to take it to that serious point, but I feel like to make this point, it almost needs to be taken to that point. Because just think about it, you're lying on your deathbed, and in that last moment, you're just like, hey man, I had a great fucking ride. Yo, I feel good, man. Like nothing can beat that. Not saying fuck death, not saying fuck these bad bitches, not just smiling and being true to yourself, man. There's nothing that could beat that feeling. At the end of the day, people can destroy your body, they can destroy everything about you, but they cannot take your mental peace of mind. They cannot decide what thoughts go into your mind and how you handle situations mentally, and that will always be your sanctity. And that's how I feel you handle that shit. That's about it, bro. Now, do you have any personal tips that work for you as far as getting over being shy around women, or just anything in life general that pushes you outside of your comfort zone? Leave below in the comments, and I would love to read that shit, bro. So if you enjoyed that kick-ass video and you want to see more on dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by hitting that button right there. Hit that bitch right there so you can join that Unleashed notification game, bro. And if you want to continue your journey onto pimpage and beyond, click that video right there. And that being said, bro, I'll see you on the other side, and confidence is bred by competence. Peace.